Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And well, if you're seeing this I believe on October 3rd, and this is one of the 2 days that I said I was going to be going out and doing a video at Entertainmart. Well, let's just say that we had some things happen in our plan. We actually went to Dickerson Park Zoo on October the 2nd, because that was when it was looking like the weather was going to be the best. And, well, excuse me, after we got done at Dickerson Park Zoo, let's just say I did go with my mother, and she had a weird health episode. She was just she was just I can't even describe it. Let's just say she did not feel very well, and we ultimately had to take her to the ER. She's fine now, but yeah, let's just say that was a thing, and it really did put a kind of a dip in our plans. And so we ended up going yesterday, so we could still go to Entertainmart, because I still wanted to go there. But in addition to that, we also weren't able to go to Texas Roadhouse as I thought, because we weren't able to find it because the directions were not clear. So yeah, all this stuff is ultimately why I chose not to do the video, but I can still do this one where I can show you guys the movie haul that I got from there. And I'll tell you, most of these movies are from Entertainmart, but there is one that I grabbed from the vintage stock, just because I knew I could probably oh okay. That was weird. There was a whole national alert test that just popped up. Okay, get that out of there. But let's just say I knew I could probably find the movie I was looking for there, and so I just kind of went in, I found it, I bought it, and then we just kind of moved along. So yeah, there will be one from the vintage stock over by Walmart when you first enter Springfield, but most of these are from Entertainmart. Now, just a quick note before we get into this video. I mentioned in the last one how Red Werewolf Hunter was a topic I was going to address when I went to Entertainmart, and well, let's just say the last time I was there beforehand, there were 2 copies of that movie, but this time when I checked, there were none. And I don't know if they've just sold out very quickly or something. But if you guys want to go there and check, you might have to ask the people who work there. But I'm not sure if they're still there or not. But if they are and you can grab one of them, I really do recommend you pick them up, because once again, it's a really good movie. You can hear more of my opinion on it in my last video. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to address, because once again, I saw those 2 copies beforehand, and I was gonna say, if they were still there, that if you guys wanted to pick up that movie, go ahead and do it, because I don't know how long they were gonna still be there, and in fact, I don't know if they're there at all now. But for now, we're just gonna get into the movie haul, because I have taken up enough of your time. And I don't have that many movies, surprisingly, because there were some others at Entertainmart that I wanted to buy, but they apparently weren't in stock there. So yeah, we're just gonna have to go with what we got. And first off, we have AVP, Alien vs. Predator. Now, I'm not gonna reveal too much about this, but keep in mind, there's a particular reason why I bought this, because not only did I enjoy the movie when I first saw it, we recorded it on our DVR, and then I watched it afterwards, and it was a fun little flick, but there is something I'm working on, and I'm not going to reveal too much about it, because I kind of want to keep it a pleasant little surprise, and plus, I'm not sure what some people will think of it, but let's just say Wattpad is always turning to me to make themselves exclusive series, and let's just say there's a project that I'm working on, and it involves Alien versus Predator. And let's just say I might, because I did post on DeviantArt a poster image for it, and so I might put a link to it in the description below if you want just a little bit of insight into what it's going to be. But let's just say that is in the works, and it does involve AVP Alien versus Predator, which is one of the reasons why I bought this movie, because I may as well be able to rewatch the movie. I may as well be able to rewatch the movie while I'm working on this project. And because I'm not sure if we still have this on my DVR, actually. I think we may have gotten rid of it. And I'm gonna be checking here in a minute, and that also reminds me of something that I'll probably address at the end of this video, but yeah, let's just say Alien vs. Predator. I tell you, I really love the cover art, like the cover disc for this, and I'll tell you, it's not quite a metallic slip cover. I mean, it is, because like the full screen and the AVP Alien vs. Predator are metallic in nature, like they're metallic silver, but the rest of it doesn't quite have that shine to it. I'm not sure what really is going on there, but an awesome little slipcover. I love that I managed to get this with the slipcover, and apparently this particular DVD comes with a alternate beginning, and I'm not sure what that's going to be. So again, I will actually be watching this sometime soon, just so I can see like what that is. But yeah, Alien vs. Predator. This is a movie that I have enjoyed. I know, like typically with like the comics and the games, people tend to agree that they're good. The movies, for some reason, people tend to disagree. Like it seems kind of split. It's pretty much like with this movie, it is clearly split because like apparently most of the critics hate this movie, while a lot of the people who I've seen review it actually really like it, myself included. So yeah, AVP Alien vs. Predator. That's the first one we've got. And then here's the one from Vintage Stock, just because I wanted to go and snag this. And that's AVPR, aka Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. Now, it's once again, I have actually seen this movie, but I haven't seen it in its entirety. Like, when we recorded it on our DVR, it's probably because like it was already a bit into the movie while it was recording, so we didn't get the whole thing. But I haven't watched it from the complete beginning, so excuse me. So yeah, I haven't watched this movie entirely, but the last time I watched it, I did enjoy it, which I know is going to be a controversial opinion, because most people that I can see hate this movie. It seems kind of split, but it seems more in the vein of like people who hate this movie, because like with AVP, it seems like there are quite a few people who did actually enjoy it. AVPR, it seems like most of the people just hate this movie, and I can kind of understand why, because while it didn't really bug me when I watched it, the movie is very dark. Like, that's the main complaint you'll always hear about this movie. It's just like the movie is way too dark. But now this I'll tell you, as far as like movies with metallic slipcovers go, again, I love the slipcover for this. Like, it's fully metallic, unlike AVP, and it just looks awesome. Even the little side bits are reflective. And I'll tell you, on my shelf, like on my movie shelf, the light actually, wow, and I think you can see it right here as well, but like the light tends to hit this DVD just right to where the side of it just glows. It's awesome. Again, guys, if you want to see a top 10 list of movies with metallic slipcovers, let me know, because I have a feeling AVPR would definitely be on there. But interestingly, go ahead and take it out of the slipcover for a second. Okay, there we go. Slide it off. I noticed when I kind of pulled it out of the slipcover, there's actually a different image of the Pred Alien on there, because like you see this image, Sammy. Then you see this image, which is more of like it. Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, but yeah, you see this image where it's more like reared up and roaring. this image, it's almost like it's more crouched down. And I honestly prefer this image more because it really just more resembles the Pred Alien in the movie. Yeah, and because I bought a special edition version, there are actually two discs in here, and I'm not exactly sure what they're for, but it's still really cool to have this little special edition of AVPR. Alrighty, and then moving on. Now, here's a movie I was interested in, and I actually managed to find it at Entertainmart. Croc, like the other movie with this sort of title. Yeah, I managed to find that one at Entertainmart, and well, once again, it shares like a title with a movie from Sci-Fi Channel's Maneater series. So there's actually two that have this sort of title, and this is the other one. This is not a Sci-Fi Channel original, but it does look like it could be potentially really good, which is why I happened to snag this, because once again, I admittedly do want to see this. So there we got Croc. And then here's something I scored on when I found it at Entertainmart. We've got Python 2. Now, I mean, those of you who have seen like my little movie collection videos, you guys would have probably seen that I do have the original Python. That is a movie that I possess, but I've never had the sequel, and I actually haven't seen it yet as well. So that's why I was so interested to snag this, because like I hear the sequel's actually pretty decent. So yeah, but unfortunately my DVD is somewhat damaged. You can see there's a bunch of tape on it, and I'm planning on kind of removing this tape and replacing it with clear tape. That way it just looks better on the movie shelf. But yeah, I have not seen it yet, but I do plan on watching it sometime here soon, because I do kind of want to see like if it's going to be decent or not. Then finally over here we have Wolfsbane, another Sci-Fi Channel werewolf flick, and this one actually looks like a vampire versus werewolf flick when I read the back of it. But let's just say this is something that like I've had happen quite a bit. So like, do you know like the people who like, do you know how people will review things in order to tell you whether you should watch it or not? Well, the problem with that is I find with Sci-Fi Channel movies, and I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I find that at least with Sci-Fi Channel movies, like the people who are reviewing these don't even seem to watch the movie. They just kind of rant on them. Because like I remember like I read a review for Hellhounds on Wikipedia, and what was told in that review didn't match what was happening in the film Sammy. So yeah, that's why I don't tend to rely on those reviews. I just rely on the movie itself. And once again, I have not seen it yet, but I do think that it could actually be really good, because it has Yancey Butler, you know, from the Lake Placid movies, and those are the only movies that I've ever seen her act in. So I'm curious to see her, especially in something good, because the Lake Placid movies that she was in were not very good. So I'm interested to see now, because she was actually a good actor. So I'm curious what she'd be like in here. And I'm curious to see if it's good, because if it is, that'll be the first movie I've seen, or the first good movie that I've seen that actually stars her. But guys, that's going to be all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like down below, and consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoy my content. And as always, I will see you in the next video.